Hi my dear friends, very welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're gonna meet the boss, the Brotherhood of Steel. It was a rainy morning. A new radio station just popped up in my pit boy, which led me to Atlas.
Hello, Russell Dorsey, Brotherhood Initiate. Looking to sign up? Or just curious? Well, either way, I guess it's not me you want to talk to. Most of the fort's off limits to civilians, but if you're interested, Knight Shin's in charge of the new recruits. He's very serious about protocol and security, so you'll have to speak to him first if you want to get in.
There. Something else I can help you with? Of course. What you want to know?
What can you tell me about the Brotherhood?
The Brotherhood of Steel is well, I guess you'd call it a military organization. Founded originally out in California around when the bombs fell. We're dedicated to rebuilding society and preserving old technology. Keeping the mistakes of the past from being repeated, you know? One of the members from California can tell you more, I'm sure.
How many of the Brotherhood are here?
Pretty sure that's strategic information I'm not supposed to just give out to anybody that asks.
I'll talk to you later, Dorsey.
Stay safe out there.
I have real duties to attend to. The outer perimeter is still insecure, the provisions aren't properly stowed, and we're awash in hopefuls. I have no time to be babysitting civilians.
Your duties are what I say they are, Knight. Your objections are noted, but this is a direct order from your commanding officer. Help us put on a good face for the local people. We've just moved into their backyard. They're nervous. Show them we mean no harm.
If you insist, Paladin. If there's nothing further, I'll have the completed report on your desk shortly.
I expect nothing less from you. As you worship.
Paladin.
Okay. Interesting
Fortification.
characters. This guy is responsible for recruitment.
Fort Atlas is in good hands. Knight, you're here with a request for the Brotherhood. Get in line. I don't have time for you right now.
Russell Dorsey sent me to talk to you.
Did he? Initiate Dorsey is supposed to be manning his post at the entrance, not acting as my secretary.
You seem pretty tightly wound. Do you ever unclench?
I am not known by my initiates for tolerating foolishness, outsider. Persist in that tone, and you will learn how much less I tolerate from civilians.
To be frank, I'd love to find out. But that doesn't give me the choice. Okay, so Dorsey thought I might be able to help out.
Initiate Dorsey is too trusting. But I can't fault his commitment. Perhaps he sees something in you worth our interest. Are you another aspirant to our order? I have my eye.
What would it mean to join?
If we accept you as an initiate, and that is far from certain, you would be pledging yourself to our order and our cause. Our order exists to locate, secure, and protect dangerous technologies. Humanity cannot be trusted with the means to destroy itself. We will not allow another apocalypse.
I can think of no great honor than to join your noble brotherhood.
If you mean that, then you are right. But if that's sarcasm, I recommend you stow it. Immediately. Normally, I'd stick you with the other hopefuls until we decide whether you're worthy. But you're serious about joining us, you've got good timing. There's something you can do for me that would help the Order and demonstrate your qualities as a candidate. We've had a number of civilians show up here at Fort Atlas asking for one thing or another from the Brotherhood. People are afraid, or want something, or looking to involve us in local squabbles. Civilian outreach is not my specialty. There's too much left to do to secure this facility. If you're really interested in helping, save my time. Interview the petitioners, find out what they want, and report back to me.
Is there another member of the Brotherhood I could talk to?
No. The chain that binds dictates a strict hierarchy of command. And, as the only knight present, the initiates are directly under me. Unless I say so, your contact with the Brotherhood stops here.
I had some other questions first.
My patience is finite, outsider.
What are the Brotherhood doing here?
The specifics of our mission are not for discussion with civilians. We're under orders from Elder Maxon. Stay out of our way, and we won't have any problems.
Very arrogant. What would it mean to join the Brotherhood?
If we accept you as an initiate, and that is far from certain, you would be pledging yourself to our order and our cause. Our order exists to locate, secure, and protect dangerous technologies. Humanity cannot be trusted with the means to destroy itself. We will not allow another apocalypse.
I think you just said that. I'll ask the same question again. I think I'm ready to take on that job.
Don't just think. Make a decision. Talk to the petitioners. Find out what they want. Report it to me. Is that clear?
Alright, I can do that.
Do this right. Don't make me regret giving you the opportunity. Conduct yourself properly, and we can consider putting you forward as an initiate candidate.
I don't like this guy. Not the way he talks. Anyway, let's talk to the others. Here's someone you help.
You better have something useful to say to me.
Whoa, who are you? I don't even know you. What did I do?
I just told you who I am. I already told them that when I got here. Nobody's listening in this place. I came here so that they can make things right. And they won't even listen to me.
I'm not actually part of the Brotherhood. Don't take this out on me.
What? Oh, hey. Sorry about that. You're right. Ain't right me blowing up on you like that. I'm just really wound up, and none of these Brotherhood types are giving me the time of day.
Actually, Nightshin asked me to talk to you.
Oh, can't even come to me himself? What, he needs to requisition some more armor polish? All right. Be cool, Sean. So, what's he got to say to me?
Would you tell me more about yourself first?
I'm a scavenger mainly. Always been pretty good with a set of tools, so I do all right for myself, scrapping and fixing things. I trade what I find or fix with the folks at Foundation when I need something I can't get otherwise. Mostly, I like to be left alone.
Then tell me what the problem is.
The problem is that a couple of these Brotherhood clowns showed up and took a bunch of my stuff at gunpoint. Now I'm a peaceful man. I really am. Sure wasn't equipped to deal with armed thugs requisitioning the little I managed to put together for myself. Never understood the Raiders. I like a quiet life. I don't need much, and I need trouble less. But after this, I get it. I came here to give the Brotherhood a chance to make things right. Else maybe I'd go to Crater and start doing things their way. At least they don't pretend to be the good guys.
I'll let Nightshin know everything. First though, I have more questions.
All right. What else did you know?
Would you really become a raider because of this?
Listen, I don't have much. But what's mine is mine. And these people took that from me. The Brotherhood pretends like they're noble, but then they let this happen? In their name? Raiders don't act like something they're not. And at least the gangs defend their own.
I think I'm done here.
Then tell them. And get them to do something about it.
Will do. There's more people I need to talk to though.
I have my eye on you.
Handmade. Okay. Very well equipped.
I don't know what a gauss is, but if there's a gun that shoots those, I want it. Hey, here comes trouble. I hope.
You look like a raider to me.
Hey! Yeah, you. Who do I need to talk to around here? You know, about the guns. You don't look like one of these Brotherhood yahoos. Name's Tally Lane. What's your deal?
Guns? You seem a little anxious.
Who, me? Nah. Cool as a cryo grenade, me. Definitely.
And who are you actually?
I just told you, dummy. Tally Lane. Just another chick trying to make it in the wasteland. You know?
Nashin sent me to speak to you.
Shin? He the scary guy with the stick up his butt? Alright, shoot.
Come on, Tally, trust me. I'm friends with Crater.
Hey, X-Name on Angel Craig! You trying to blow this for me? Listen, my gang could really use those guns, so don't screw this up for me. If anybody asks, just pretend like you fought the act, okay?
So, this chick is from Crater. She is a raider. Wow. She definitely looked like a raider. Stupid.
Oh, I'm just a poor country girl, you know?
A
Parents
country
died ages
girl?
ago, so
You
just
gotta
me
be
and a few
kidding.
friends trying to make our way in the world. It's pretty scary out there. Just a bunch of orphans helping each other out. We're practically just kids. Had to grow up on our own. We'd sure feel a lot safer with some of those high-tech guns these Brotherhood have to scare off all the maniacs out there.
That's a ridiculous story. So I take it guns is what you're after.
Yeah, that's right. These shiny guns. Now, all the talk in the area is about these Brotherhood folks with their high-tech toys, and I gotta tell them, you gotta get some of that. For self-defense, of course. Just so me and some of my poor, innocent friends can protect ourselves.
Oh,
all
innocent
these
friends.
nasty folks out there.
Oh, really? Come on, get out of the way, old man. Hey, don't turn your back to me. Wow, he just teleported. I can't promise anything, but I'll talk to Naishin as you go.
Dang, I get it. Promises backfire all the time. Well, go get him, Tiger.
And what's your story, old man?
Well, now look at you. You with these Steel Brother fellas?
Steel Brother
Good
fellas.
spell to talk to them.
You've been waiting long?
Longer than I'd prefer. These Steel types ain't half disorganized right now, it looks like. Heard the news about these fellas and reckon I'd better go see them. Ain't the only one neither, I see.
What is that you do?
Farming, such as it is. Got a patch ain't barely more than scar. But it's mine, and I manage.
Okay, sort of. Naishin asked me to speak with you.
Well, it's about time. I'd like to die of old age waiting on him. Name's Art Knapp. So, what's
Art.
this night fella sent you for?
Okay, tell me more about yourself.
Ain't much to tell. Been a farmer one way or another all my life. Daddy before me and so on. Set up in these parts after I heard it was safe again. Turned out, there's plenty of raiders fixing to take what ain't nailed down. Ain't much use bellyaching about it, but neither am I just gonna roll over and let some bullies take what's mine.
Isn't your farm in danger with your way?
Got seed in the ground right now. I ain't yet seen a raider willing to scrabble in the soil for seeds, so I reckon it'll get by till I'm back.
I was asked to find out what you wanted from the Brotherhood.
A fair trade's what I want. I've heard stories about these steel types back in the day. They was going around taking things from folks. For the cause, they said. Yeah, like that don't make them raiders too. Well, I ain't got much. I already got to worry about raiders. So, I reckon it's better to make a deal up front. My farm don't produce much, but I got some extra. I expect they'll have a use for it. In return, I want these steel boys and girls to keep raiders away from my farm. Heard a lot of noise they was on our side. So, seems fair.
I'll bring them your offer, Art. Take care.
Fair enough. Can't expect more than that. Thank you. You take care too.
Ah, finally someone polite.
The rat roach dragged in.
Signs of infectious disease from outside the territory.
Okay, this should be the last one you talk to. Oh, it's a doctor. Look, finally someone well educated.
Yes.
I hope.
Something I can help you with. I am waiting to speak with the Brotherhood representative. I have no interest in small talk with strangers.
Why everyone in this game is so arrogant? There's no need to be rude.
Pardon my manners. I am out of practice. Too much time alone. Still, unless this is important, I would prefer to be left alone.
I was going to speak to Naishin for you, but if you want to be like that...
Perhaps I spoke too hastily. I can be rather unthinkingly brusque. Dr. Edgar Blackburn, at your service. Are you working with this Naishin? What has he said to you?
Now tell me more about yourself first, please.
I am sure you have more interesting things to do than listen to a poorly socialized wasteland doctor talk about himself. In short, I trained in multiple specialties before the war, and had a brief career as a research scientist prior to the bomb dropping. Finding myself fortunate enough to survive, I have continued my research, such as it is. Now I focus on the health of the people of Appalachia. Please do not ask me to examine any strange growths. I am not that kind of doctor.
He asked me to find out what you wanted from the Brotherhood.
I had heard that the Brotherhood possessed advanced technology. As a doctor and a scientist, this was of great interest. My research is always in need of equipment and materials rather difficult to obtain by scavenging and bartering. I came to see if an arrangement could be made, but from what I can see of their operations, they are as yet still in too much disarray. Given the state of my fellow supplicants, I would hypothesize that their needs likely outweigh my own.
I'll pass that along to Naishin right away.
Thank you. Be well.
So seems everyone coming down here for something.
Do not attempt to access the secure parts of this facility, civilian.
Oh, come on, just shut up. I got some information for you, angry young man.
Have you finished the task I gave you?
I've spoken to the petitioners. I'm ready to report.
Good. Let's get this done. I have the list from their arrival. Give me the high-level overview.
High-level overview. Jesus.
We're building something.
Dr. Blackburn was looking for supplies for his research.
The Brotherhood is not a charity, and our mission does not cover providing civilians with equipment to pursue their personal interests, unless the doctor intends to provide that research to the Brotherhood exclusively, and under our supervision, he will get nothing.
It could be good for everyone if you helped him.
Our job is to procure and protect technology, not fund civilian scientists in developing it. If the doctor's research proves dangerous, then the Brotherhood will take a very pointed interest. Until then, it is his problem. Next report.
Art Knapp wants to trade a share of his crops for protection from raiders.
We are not mercenaries here to serve as guards for anyone with some goods to trade in
We should
payment.
get that mutation treated, civilian, before it becomes a real problem.
It sounds like a fair deal to me.
That's irrelevant. The Brotherhood cannot simply be hired out to every farmer and homesteader. We have our own concerns. Enough about that. What's next?
Tally Long wants to buy guns from you.
No. We are not arms dealers.
She and her friends could really use the protection.
Listen to me. The Brotherhood is not in the business of arming civilians. End of discussion. Moving on.
Oh my gosh. Sean Hockman was robbed by people claiming to be Brotherhood.
Impossible. Whatever happened, it was not us.
Greetings, civilian.
What matters is he believes it. You should help him out.
That sounds like something Paladin Romani would say. But what he believes is of no concern of ours. Our people did not rob this man. We are not involved, and it should remain that way. That's everything. Against my initial judgment, you have shown that you can take orders and make yourself useful for the Brotherhood. You need to lose those soft civilian instincts. But I will make note of your assistance in my report to Paladin Romani. Should you wish to join our ranks, I will not oppose your enlistment and grant you permission, provisionally, to the compound proper. Go to our scribe Valdez. You will need your support as well if you want Paladin Romani's attention.
Are you really not going to help any of them?
What I am going to do is make the recommendations I see fit in my report to Paladin Romani. As the commanding officer, the final decisions will be hers. And your concern in the matter ends here.
Find, protect, and
Another order?
Orders and duty are the lifeblood of the Brotherhood. You are not yet one of us. Consider it a suggestion.
Alright, thanks. I'll do that.
Be vigilant, outsider.
Jesus.
The only reason you should
Apparently this guy's arrogant and don't give a shit to any other people who live in this land. Everything they care is any technology and weapons they can get their hands on.
don't get left behind.
Wow, this is very heavily armed door. Have they got gold in there? Mother of Invention. Okay. Now we got the mother here. Scribe Valdez.
Something I can help you with?
Maybe.
Hello, civilian. I don't mean to be rude, but what exactly are you doing?
You know what? You have to look in my eyes when you're talking to me. Go, go. Help out that Shin guy. He said to talk to you about getting in on this Brotherhood action.
Did he now? Knowing Knight Shin, I'm guessing that's not exactly how it went down. But if you're a prospective initiate, then I guess we're both in love. Paladin Romani makes the call on new recruits, but
She's
I
quite
have some influence. It just
friendly, I would
so happens
say.
I need of someone to help me out on a little mission. If you're interested, I can bring you along and put you to work. Do a good job, and I'll send a recommendation your way. How about it?
What is this mission exactly?
Our new base is littered with old technology, but there's something in particular I want to investigate. It's down in the bowels of this place, a part of Atlas that we've cornered off. I'm not keen on going alone, so I'd like some backup.
So there will be some interesting encounter waiting for us, I assume. It's better not go back on your word if I decide to help you out.
Well, aren't you the trusting one? I'm Brotherhood. I'll keep my promise. No need to worry about that.
Okay. Deal.
Glad we can come to an agreement. Any questions before we start?
I have a few more questions.
All right, fire away.
Is this kind of thing normal for a scrap?
Ideally, yes, actually. In practice, not at all. We're supposed to be the lore keepers, preserving old technology for the betterment of today.
The fight is just beginning.
Instead,
Stay
I
disciplined.
spend all my time soldering wires on busted comms equipment or tightening screws on tracking scanners. This investigation will be a breath of fresh air. It's what being a scribe should be about.
You don't sound thrilled with your role.
Can I do it? Yes. But it's not my life's calling. Believe it or not, I didn't choose to be a scribe. I was born into it. My parents chose this life for me. I've gotten used to it, but it isn't mine. Night Shin will
Tragedies
grow fit.
everywhere, even in the game.
We should get back to business. Sorry.
My parents decided how I should live my poor life. Why not just bring one of the initiates?
Normally I would, but today you came along. We have a lot of capable initiates, but we could always use more. Handle yourself well, and I'll be happy to vouch for you.
Can I get a look at those logs you were talking about?
Not as a civilian. However, if Paladin Romani lets you join our ranks, then I might reconsider. Especially if you're a big help on this mission.
Let's go back to discussing the mission.
Sure. Ready to go?
I'm ready.
Great. Unfortunately, I need to finish up a few things here. Head downstairs and I'll meet you in a bit.
Okay. Lovely girl.
Don't mind this clutter.
Looking
Alice is a work in
forward
progress.
to meeting you downstairs.
Your world has so much to teach us. I see it before.
Now we're in this creepy basement with a lot of big pipes around us. The good thing is we have a pretty girl as a companion. Okay, so what else?
Good, you're here. So, how do you feel about reading comprehension? I was hoping to start out by sweeping the area for documentation left behind from before the war.
Reading the schematic is a good first step in the problem-solving process.
Are you trying to get on my good side? Because that's how you get on my good side. But enough.
Is that a flirting?
I'd like to get started. Let's head downstairs and see what we can turn up.
Just grab something. Okay. What we got here? A noisy big fly. And a few bugs. Oh, what's this?
Here's a document.
Decommission report. Okay. So it seems they have some pressure problem. Hopefully it won't affect me that much. I don't like surprise, especially explosive surprise. What's the next? Okay, another note. So this is decommission report number 1. Okay, so they did some tests and they realized that this pressure threat or problem really exists. Now what's the next? Learn, speak to... Okay.
That should be enough to start. Let me take a look. Atlas decommission report. So the project was in bad shape after all? Oh, I knew it sounded too good to be true. Fascinating. Wow. This is some seriously classified stuff that I just let you read, isn't it? I wasn't supposed to show you any of this.
You know what? I'm just curious. What's that thing on your back? Do you need to carry that heavy thing all around with you? Strange. Charisma 8. Now that you've let this much slip, you may as well give me a full explanation. Well, unfortunately, I'm using a full health character. This character doesn't have high charisma. Let's see what else. You can see that again. What on earth is the Atlas Project?
Well, Night Shin did send you, so I guess I can trust you with a little information. There's only so much I can tell you, but I'll share what I feel is relevant. Atlas wasn't exactly an observatory before the war. That was just a front. The military conducted research here. Pretty advanced research. We're down here to investigate and see what's worth salvaging for the Brotherhood.
Okay. Why didn't you mention this before we started?
We run a tight ship in the Brotherhood. Or, at least we're supposed to. All of the information we collect is distributed on a need-to-know basis. I was hoping we could get through this without you needing to know, but I guess that was too much to ask. Now, let's follow up on some leads from this report. I'd like to do a quick inspection of some key components that should be nearby. There's probably a terminal around here. If it's still running, we can do a diagnostics test. That will tell us about some of the less accessible hardware. The report mentioned that the machine's intake pump was under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I saw that.
Let's find the release valve for that and give it a spin, see what happens. Finally, the lower core on this level should have a wiring box. Why don't we take a glance at that to get an idea of the electrical hookups?
Well, we have a lot of things to do. Okay, let's get going.
Should be a simple inspection.
Three tasks.
Point, but I'll be looking over your shoulder the whole way. Take note of the details and we'll discuss how it goes after.
Let's pick the closest one. Oh, this one. Examine the wiring.
Looks like we've got company.
Oh, that's a lightning. Okay. Just 1 star. Better than nothing. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Eat something. That gonna shoot me up. Hey, where'd they go? Oh, hello. I thought that's the last one of you. Where were we? We're checking the whereabouts. I guess that's it. Then we're gonna release the pressure valve. Oh Jesus! It doesn't go smoothly. Does it work? Did you say anything? Okay, whatever. Let's check the terminal now. Do we have any clues here? Run diagnostic check.
That does it for the inspection. Let's talk.
Okay. Let's talk. I don't even know what does that mean.
Alright, let's go
Fill
over the
me in.
inspection results. The diagnostics check revealed some issues. Flux disruption in the induction loop. Intake valves ruptured. In the ion focus?
Oh, ion focus. Good to know. The ion defunction, misaligned, decelerated, misaligned.
Misaligned. Problematic to say the least. Next, we have the release valve. That went. Well, what was your assessment?
Loud. Very loud. Working as intended. Wow. That could be amazingly charming.
It certainly did. I'm going to mark that down as bad. Last but not least, the wiring. The wires were...
Okay, that's where the rat comes from, you know? Okay.
Yep. I think the warm reception they gave us also points to that. Okay, well, sorry about the pop quiz. But in general, you're handling yourself well so far.
Oh, thank you, of course. I defeated the queen already. Some discussion you already knew what answer you want.
A fair point. We have a saying among the scribes. Through discourse, we gain strength. This wasn't discourse. It was a test. I can't blame you for being upset. I wanted to see if you would pay attention. And I have my answer now. Sorry if I angered you. I'm worried about what our inspection turned up. There are a few parts I'd like to extract and examine in my lab. There's the pressure gauge, the core processor, and the ion focus. They should be upstairs. There's a lot I can learn from examining them if we can pull them out and get them back to my lab in decent condition. I want to take some notes on the core up there, so I'm going to leave the parts removal to you. Each extraction will be a little different, but in general, you'll want to use a light touch. I want the components in good condition, so please be careful. Any questions, or are you ready to get started?
Can't you do it yourself, for God's sake? So the core pressure unit, the iron focus, pressure gauge. Okay. I'm good to go. I don't really want to know anything about them.
I'm counting on you. Let's see what you can do.
This thing here. Now let's go upstairs. So this is iron focus. Tear the connection away with your hands and run the device out. That's not anything close to I want to do. Cut the cube and wear over and pry the device out. Gently unhook. Okay, let's do it with extra care, as the lovely girl asked. So that's one. Something upstairs. No, that's exit. Sorry. Okay. The pressure gauge. Okay. Unscrew the screw through the rust and remove the gauge. Yank the gauge out without removing the rust. Or the screw and remove the rust and lift the gauge out. Blast off with, oh Jesus, that's a way to end your life quicker. Yeah, let's be skillful. What else? Oh, there it is. CPU management. Execute full CPU removal protocol. Okay, let's use our intelligence.
Oh, I thought...
Don't waste resources.
Can you pick up that induction coil up there on the machine core?
What did you say? What did you say? You're talking to me? Through a wall? So what do you want me to do? Extract something out. Induction coil. Okay. Cut both wires simultaneously. Unhook both wire sides. Slide the coil out. Cut the red wire. A little shock won't hurt anything. Cut the blue. It sounds like you are disarm a bomb or some sort of thing. But I'm a very lucky boy.
What was that?
See? Gently lift it out of the container. Okay.
That doesn't sound good.
What? I got company. To be frank, this full house heavy gunner I don't even know what should I wear. I mean, Vanguard one maybe, but I can't guarantee I'm always 100% full health at any time to really make use of the armor. Hey, little lady, stay away from the danger. Ah, there you go.
Whew. Whatever you did up there, the security system sure didn't like it. Thanks for the backup. I doubt I could have handled that on my own. Now that that's over with, let me take a look at what you've collected.
Okay,
The pressure gauge
everything's
looks like it's in good
yours.
condition. The core processor is pristine.
Yeah,
Good work on this. The ion focus looks usable. Impressive.
sure.
The induction coil seems fine. That's a relief. And what is this?
Mysterious
This is...
component.
Is this ultrasight?
Ultrasight.
Fascinating. This looks like some kind of compact power source. None of the documents, none of the terminals said anything about this. Did this power the whole machine?
Yes. They said the ultrasight has unlimited potential.
The fuel of the future. I've heard the stories, but to
Fuel
think I
of
could
the
hold so much
future.
energy in my hands like this? Project Atlas may be beyond our power to repair, but we might have something here. I expected the machine to use a small reactor's worth of energy, but they condensed that into a container I can hold in my hands. I could do a lot.
Yeah, when did I get this mysterious
You were
component?
okay.
I didn't realize
I'm
it.
sure you have what it takes to be an initiate, and soon.
Did I miss
Here,
something
Take this
important?
letter to Paladin Romani. She'll make the final call on letting you into the Brotherhood, but my reckoning tipped the scales. I'm going back upstairs to take a look at these components. I need to catalog our findings. If nothing else, this ultrasight battery has piqued my interest. There's a lot I could learn from reverse engineering it. Oh, I'm giving you access to my private terminal, too. It has all the logs we recovered from when we moved in. After what we just went through, I think you deserve to know more about Project Atlas.
Okay, I'll have a look.
Free time. Thanks again for your help. And good luck with the Paladin.
My pleasure. Maybe you should hang out sometime. The fact finder. You know what? I got a level 5 one. It's not really impressive. Okay, let's get out. Let's get out. Field testing. Okay, now we can have some real action in the field. But that's enough for today. Thank you very much for watching. I really enjoyed this story so far. Typical start with the boss. Always elegant. Don't give a shit to any people who live in this wasteland. Don't care how they struggle with their life. The only thing they care about is technology, weapons. Something they think they should have the power to preserve. They think they can keep it safe, but to be frank, I don't have the trust on them. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I'll call it a day. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. It's gonna be really appreciated. And so until next time, Feel again out.